So my take what's happening with Iran right now in the US, what I think of it. I think Trump here, I think he's a good businessman. Like he's really smart. He does what's best for the interest of the American people, if you know what I mean. Because all these things he does here, like invading Venezuela, no, bombing Venezuela, taking Maduro, now going into countries where we didn't even know, like in the mainstream news, that there was such a big problem in, you know what I mean? And then doing his thing with it. It's all because of money. The guy's a great businessman. I would love to have him as like my business boss, or like as like a business secretary, because that guy knows how to make money out of people. And of course, he's going into Iran. The oil prices have gone up. That could lead to a good thing, because oil prices are more expensive. People have to buy it at a more expensive rate, which is good for America, obviously. But also, I saw that Trump is now, he's indirectly messing with China as well. He's blocking like a shit brute, that, because China burns so much oil in a day. And he's blocking the shit brute that's going to lead to the Chinese not getting Iranian oil, because most of the oil they buy is Iranian oil. So they're indirectly messing with China as well. That's going to mess with their economy, because the Chinese use a lot of oil. They burn a lot of oil. Yeah, but Trump's a smart guy. But yeah, the whole Iran thing, we didn't know, it wasn't mainstream until a few days ago, until they started bombing Iran. But you can obviously see that the supreme leader was killing his own people, which isn't good. And the West's main focus is to make sure that everyone, because Iran back in the day was westernizing until the Islamic Republic came in. And I'm not saying anything about that personally, but yeah, you could just see they were killing their own people. And they were messing with Israel a lot. They were saying death to America, death to Israel. And then obviously the nuclear power as well. Like, you can't trust a country like Iran. That part of the treaty was like, you can't make nuclear weapons. You can't make nuclear weapons. So like, I feel like in 2020, like last year, the US bombed the nuclear sites of Iran, if you know what I mean. And then they said, yo, you can't restart again in making the nuclear weapons. So but they carried on doing that, Iran, if you know what I mean, which it isn't good. And that's mainly a reason why the US had to go in, all those factors, and then bomb it. Because especially they were threatening America as well. Death to America, death to America. So I think it's justified, the bombing of Iran. And you know what I was talking about yesterday? I find it sick, yeah, how the US how Trump and the US just wiped out the supreme leader like that. One bombing to his yard, yeah, and the guy got wiped out. I rate that so much. I find that so sick by the US. Like, take out the boss straight away. But obviously, the strikes back is just going to result in more strikes towards Iran. And Iran, for you Iranian people that live there right now, you guys have to make a deal. Like I say, Trump never has the intention to go to war. Trump's a businessman. That guy just makes deals. Literally, any country he gets involved with, there will never be a war. It's like Venezuela, Colombia, Iran, because that guy just makes a deal. Like, this guy does not want war. Trump does not want war. He always just leads to deals. Like, never expect a war out of Trump, I'm telling you. Trump ain't got, respectfully to Trump, I think you ain't got balls to go into a war. You're just going to make a deal. But yeah, obviously you got Iran striking back at the Middle Eastern countries, which is so bad, because they literally, I think Iran are like, we're wanting war. They're expecting to go into war now. I can't lie, because if they're bombing the Middle Eastern countries, the bases in the Middle Eastern countries, but affecting like the actual places in the Middle East, innit, like the civilians, I can't lie. Iran's expecting war. Like, they know they're cooked. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they got in war with Israel, especially. And Israel, my cousin was telling me they run the world, innit? The Jews run the world, apparently. Which is, I still need to educate myself more and like think about like the theories in that. But yeah, Iran, I think they're just throwing everything out the tank now, and it is what it is for them at the end of the day. But Trump's a smart guy. He don't want to get in wars. He don't want more American casualties. That guy will just make a deal. But yeah, we're gonna see how it plays on. But there won't be a war. It's gonna be a deal. But Iran had to get the act up together because in the Middle Eastern countries, you're playing a really dangerous game there. Because they could all just unite and come for you, bro. Swear now.